Dear cadets, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I welcome you in my class. I am Shafina Rahat. I am an assistant professor of English of Barichal Cadet College. Today I am going to conduct a class in class 12. The subject is English second paper. The topic is narration. Actually, this class is the continuation of the previous class. We finished up to assertive sentence there. So from today we will start from interrogative sentence. Learning outcomes. At the end of this session, cadets will be able to know what narration is, learn the rules of narration, change into indirect speech from direct one and vice versa, learn the rules of passage narration. Interrogative sentence. First cadet, we have to understand how it is used in direct speech. The reported speech is the interrogative sentence, is in the interrogative sentence. See, say if in interrogative sentence, the reporting verb is say or say to, it will be changed into ask or inquire. Past tense said or said to will be changed into asked or inquired. Sometimes interrogative sentence, that means reported speech, will start with auxiliary verb. In that case, after the reporting verb, we will use if or whether. See the example. Father said, "Are you reading now?" Father asked, "If I was reading then." Here you see, said has been changed into ask, and as the reported speech has been started with an auxiliary verb, it will be changed into if. Then I was reading then. Other rules of narration will be followed. Are you reading now? This was present continuous tense, and for this in the indirect speech we have used past continuous tense, and the word now has been changed into then. In interrogative sentence, sometimes interrogative pronoun starts the reported speech. In that case, that very interrogative pronoun will finish the sentence. See the example. Lina said to me, "Where did you go yesterday?" Lina asked me where I had gone the previous day. Here you see the sentence has been started with interrogative pronoun. So that very interrogative pronoun where has finished the sentence, and other rule of the narration has been also followed here. Here it is in the past indefinite tense, so it has been changed into past perfect tense. Cadets, in interrogative sentence, there are two mistakes, common mistakes you do. First one, you use that after reporting verb. But remember, in interrogative sentence, there is no place for that. So don't use it. Another thing, when you complete the indirect speech, you put a question mark at the end of the sentence. But you have to remember, the reported speech, that means interrogative sentence, becomes an assertive sentence in the indirect narration. That's why you have to follow, you have to use full stop, not question mark. Imperative sentence. Cadets, in imperative sentence, different types of emotions are there: request, order, command, beg, advise, tell, and so on. Here it is necessary to understand what emotion has been stated in the sentence. See? Mother said to me, "Always speak the truth." So here, always speak the truth, it expresses an advice. So that's why reporting verb will be changed into advice. See, mother advised me to speak the truth always. Said to me has been changed into advised me because it is an advice. Another example of the same type, he said to me, do it at once. He ordered me to do it at once. So here you see, in the direct speech, order has been stated. That's why we have done in that way. Negative imperative sentence after reporting verb not to is used for only negative imperative sentence. Father said to me, do not run in the sun. So here imperative sentence is in the negative one. So we will use father ordered or advised me not to run in the sun. If in the imperative sentence there is please, it is changed into kindly. Sania said to Shujat, please lend me your pen. Here, Sania requested Shujat to kindly lend her his pen. Another way is there to do this sentence. Sania requested Shujat to lend her his pen. In this way also we can change it into indirect narration. Cadets, follow that one which is easy for you to use. If the imperative sentence is in the negative sentence, then kindly is not used. See the example. Shohak said to me, please don't tell him the secrecy. Shohak requested me not to tell him the secrecy. So here you see, as it is an negative imperative sentence, please in the reported speech has not been used in the indirect speech. Sometimes in the reported speech starts with an address. He said, Shuman, come here. In the indirect speech, we can turn it into, he told Shuman to go there. Another way is there, that is addressing Shuman, he told him to go there. Again, cadet, use that one which is easy for you. Optative sentence. Inverted comma becomes that. Reporting verb is changed into wish or pray. May or might is used after the subject of the reported speech. My mother said, may Allah bless you. See the answer. My mother prayed that Allah might bless me. So according to the rule, you see the said reporting verb has been changed into prayed. Then we have used that in place of inverted comma. Then the subject of the reported speech, Allah, and after it we have used might bless me. Another example of the same kind. He said, long live the king. He wished that the king might live long. Exclamatory sentences expresses sudden emotion. It might be of happiness or sorrow. So in the exclamatory sentence, the reported speech is changed into assertive sentence. Inverted comma has been changed into that. Then if happiness is expressed, we use, after the reporting, we use reporting verb as exclaimed with joy or delight. See the example. The captain said, "Hurrah, our team has won." Here, the captain exclaimed with joy that their team had won. So, said has been changed into, as it is an expression of joy, it has been changed into exclaimed with joy. Other rules of narration has also been followed here. Our team has won is present perfect tense has become present past perfect tense in the indirect narration. In place of sorrow, we use exclaim with sorrow or grief. She said, alas, my father is dead. Here, the word alas and is a word which expresses sorrow. That's why we use she exclaimed with sorrow that her father was dead. Passage narration. First of all, in passage narration, you have to separate the speaker and the listener. It is very much important, cadet, because if you cannot separate speaker and listener, you cannot expect to change from direct narration into indirect narration. Then sometimes reporting verb is placed in the middle of the sentences, but before reported speech, reporting verb is used in the indirect narration. See the example. Do you think that honesty is the best policy? Said the teacher to the boy. So here you see, first it is the reported speech and then reporting verb has been stated. See the answer. The teacher asked the boy if he thought that honesty is the best policy. So here you see, said the reporting verb has been placed at the first of the sentence before the reported speech. Reported speech with name, sometime reported speech has name. We use that very word after the reporting verb. See, Sania, where are you going? Said Miss Rahat. Then Miss Rahat asked Sania where she was going. So in this indirect speech, you see that at first the subject and reporting verb. After that, we have used Sania, then where she was going. Other rules of the narration has been followed here. Assertive sentence. To join same types of sentences, we use these very words. Have a look at the slide. Cadets, I hope you have finished seeing the slide. So I'm going to the next slide. Here, this is an example of assertive sentences. A passage has been given here and you need some connecting words to join the sentences nicely. And in the indirect narration, you see, we have used said that in the first place, then we have used added that, then we have used further or also added that. So these are the connecting words which joins the sentences together and it gives a connected whole in that way. Another way of to join same types of sentence in the interrogative sentence. So in order to join the interrogative sentence, we use such type of reporting verb. Have a look at the slide. I hope you have finished seeing the slide. So next example. Here, there are some interrogative sentence and also there are some assertive sentences. So here, in the answer, you see, we have used reporting verb in this way. Have a look at the slide. At first, we have used asked. Then in the second sentence, we have added by. Further, he said, he asked. Then in the last sentence, we have used again asked. So in this way, passage narration, the sentences of the passage are connected nicely. Cadets, Today this is enough for the class. You have a homework. Change 10 direct narration into indirect ones. Cadets, due to corona pandemic, the situation is very adverse. That's why please stay home and take care of your family members. Stay home and stay safe. Thanking you. I conclude my class here.